everybody on YouTube? It is the Obsidian Alliance here with you again. I am the Blair Thomas.
Major Vibes.
And right now we're going to get another one of our founding members on the phone. We're going to get Mr. Brooks Fenty on the line. Just give us one moment here. We're going to get it popping, all right? But today's topic, we will be talking about Pokemon. Mr. Brooks, are you there? All right, Mr. Brooks. Good to hear from you. I was just telling the audience today that we're going to be talking about Pokemon. You can go a little bit more in depth with it. What's the video topic today?
Topic is all about our starters that we would originally go with, and then if we had a second squad, region that we're from, and also what type of training we would be.
All right. So we're gonna break it down like this. Mr. Brooks, why don't you go ahead and start us off, sir? This was your idea. Shout outs to Mr. Brooks for the video idea, of course.
All right, let me hold up real quick. So I did some research, so I'm gonna get a little in depth. All right, so I did change the region that I was gonna be from. So I changed it to the Aloha region. Yeah. One, because I do live in Hawaii now, and hey, what a beautiful island I live on. Right. Then I changed my trainer type to Ace Trainer. So just to give a little background on the Ace Trainer is usually a teen or a young adult, male or female. The title Ace Trainer is used from Generation 6 and onwards, where that trainer is usually frequently traveling around the world to meet new trainers and take on the Pokemon League and the competition. So basically, he's one of those trainers that strive to be the best. So that's why I picked the Ace Trainer.
Because you want to be the very best.
So my first team that I went with was basically off of watching all the animes and playing all the games. These would be my 6 starters that are currently basically like my favorites. So one, no specific order. I have Blaziken, who's fire and fighting. Metagross, who's steel and psychic. Definitely have to have Garchomp, my favorite, dragon type, which is dragon and ground. Then I have Greninja, water and dark. Out of all the evolutions, I went with Sylveon, one of my favorites, fairy. And then I went with Glysaur with ground and flying. So that's definitely my 6. I feel like that 6 is well rounded out with the different typing, and I feel like they're very strong and also very fast. And that's what I like for mine, is the fastness of my Pokemon to get through and fly through certain things. You know, y'all might be a little strong, y'all might be a little slick with y'all moves that y'all pick, but if I can be faster than y'all and get that 1-2 punch real quick, that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
And then for my second team, I went with all dragons. Dragons are my favorite type, so I kept it all dragons. So, once again, no specific order. I went with Dragapult, who is dragon and ghost. Salamence, who is dragon and flying. Hydreigon, who is dark and dragon. Como, who is dragon and fighting. Dragonite, everybody should know Dragonite. Dragon and flying. And then I went with Goodra, who's also dragon. And if you guys know a little bit about Pokemon, those 6 are probably the fastest dragons that are available right now. And then they're mainly pseudo-legendaries. Since we didn't go full-on legendaries, I went with that class that's little right there. So they're close enough, and they pack a punch.
All right. Did you have any honorable mentions that you were thinking about? Maybe 2 or 3 honorable mentions for Pokemon?
Well, with my first team, with Blaziken, I was iffy on it, but between Blaziken and Infernape. And then for Glysaur, that would have been another one. We would have either with Glysaur or Crobat. So both are basically the same. And then as far as my dragons, they're perfectly fine the way they are. If there was anything that I would change, if I keep my Garchomp, I would switch him out with Goodra and then keep the rest the same how it is.
All right, bet. And by the way, shouts out to is it Konami that owns Pokemon?
Game Freak and Konami.
Yeah.
No, Game Freak.
Yeah, Game Freak.
Game Freak.
We do not
We
own.
ain't talking about Yu-Gi-Oh today.
Yeah, we do not own any of the monsters we were talking about. We are just sharing our opinions. We don't own nothing. I want to make that disclaimer now before somebody try and flag and say that we trying to stick. Nah, this is all Game Freak. Okay. Mr.
Nintendo and Game Freak.
Yeah. Mr. Major, you want to go ahead and kick it off next?
Alright. For my character, he's a major in the military. He served in the Great Pokemon War. He suffers from PTSD and only battles when necessary. His hometown is Lavender Town, where the Pokemon cemetery was at, in the Kanto region.
Alright.
And his trainer type is a Haunted Man. I went with that. So pre-war, my team was Pikachu, obviously electric type. Ninjask, Bug and Flying, Sneasel, Dark and Ice, Dragonite, also Dragon and Flying, Phantom, Grass and Ghost, and Clefable, Fairy. And for my secondary team, my post-war team, I chose Mimikyu, Fairy and Ghost, Shed Ninja, Bug/Ghost, Sableye, Dark and Ghost, Dragacolt. Yeah, Dragacolt, Dragon Ghost, and Treevent, Grass and Ghost, and Gengar, Poison and Ghost.
Alright. And what type of trainer are you gonna be? You're gonna be
Haunted Man. Yeah, he's possessed. You know, I had like a little backstory of him trying to find, what's his name, Celebi, to go back in time so he can save his Pokemon from that war. It's a lot, you know. I kind of got a little too deep into it. You know, I didn't really get to pick my favorites, but you know, hey, it is what it is.
Oh, okay. Any honorable mentions that you were thinking about switching out?
Man, I was gonna think about changing my character to like an archaeologist. You know, put Aerodactyl and probably some.
Oh, okay. The fossils out of the Fossil Squad, Jurassic
Kabuto,
Park.
yeah, Kabuto,
right.
yeah.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah,
Alright.
I could have went that route, but you know, I just decided to go with Ghost.
Alright. Alright, shouts out to Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Over here. But, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be last as the Blair Thomas. So I went with the Ranger, Pokemon Ranger. Reason being is because I do... Right. Reason being is because I do want to be a park ranger as soon as I finish all this other stuff that I have to do, you know, school and whatnot. We're not going to get into that. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to be a Pokemon ranger, and my little background story is like in the Pokemon world, both of my parents were rangers. We grew up in the Sinnoh region, and once I became an official ranger, I traveled throughout the regions doing the Elite Four, Pokemon League, and I was beating everybody until I came to Koga in the Kanto region. Koga, if y'all remember, is the Poison Ninja. So, with that being said, he busted my whole first squad. My whole first squad is Steelix, Togekiss, Magmortar, Slaking, Hydreigon, and Dreadnought. Steelix being the ground and steel, Togekiss being the fairy and flying, Magmortar being strictly fire, Slaking being normal, Hydreigon being dark and dragon, and Dreadnought being water and rock. And pretty much with my Pokemon, everybody knows this, they have to have like this, besides Togekiss because she's always smiling, but my Pokemon always look like you don't want to try them. Like Steelix never has like a good look on his face, or Hydreigon is known for just going around messing up stuff, destroying towns and whatnot. I just like the mayhem. The mayhem is what drives me. So, that's the team that Koga messed up. And after that, I decided to focus on my favorite type of all time is Poison. Love Poison type Pokemon. I used to get on a lot of people's nerves with my Poison squad. It's not as good as it used to be, but them Toxic Spice, that Venoshock, that Toxic, all that. The acid armor to make you, you know, disappear or whatever, yeah. I was heavy in it. But anyway, my Poison squad was going to be Toxapex, water and poison, Drapion, poison and dark, Toxtricity, electric and poison, Arbok. Arbok is poison, Muck is just poison, and Nidoking is also poison. And that's what I went with for both of my teams, and we just had some technical difficulties. So yeah, welcome back, Mr. Brooks, because you just cut off somehow. Are you still here with us?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Right. I don't know what happened, but yeah, that was my poison squad, and I don't know what it is about poison Pokemon. Like I like their style. Like they can do direct attacks, but some of them you can't even touch. Like you touch a poison Pokemon, you'll be in the hospital. And I like that. Like a poison Pokemon could still lose a fight, but you walked away poison. And if you ain't got no berries, no full restore, oh you
Antidote.
Yeah, you done for it, my friend. You done. There's been a couple times where Ash and his friends were put in the hospital because of a poison Pokemon. So, I like that. Even when you lose, you win.